G'day again, movers and shakers. Um, Typical of me. We go hard on things and break them and then want an upgrade and want to do things better. So I'm constantly re-engineering or prototyping, never really completing anything. Check this out for a shit show. But this will give you a good chance to see why the Sims I built it without any screws or nails end up so strong. Because I'm ripping it right apart and rebuilding it. It was almost like a car to get apart. All the paper mache, all the tape, all the upholstering, I had to cut through and check it out. You can see all the layers I've done over the time, you know. I just built a shape and a form out of string line, actually. Out of string, tension it, and then lay paper mache over it, and then tape over that, etc., etc. So I've had to cut it all open so I can put my sequential shifter, and I wanted to put button boxes and just wanted to rebuild it more like a V8 supercar. But this is a good chance to see it naked and what it is, you know. Mind the mess, obviously. I make a hell of a mess. And it's a shit show of wiring. So what I did is, obviously, you get someone's used or broken G29. You get their Logitech crap. And obviously, it's probably their hall sensor that's gone. That's why people throw them out. So you rip them open. You move the hall sensor. I'll take the front off it anyway and move the wiring to the front, so don't mind the shit show. But you take the hall sensor, move it back, mill. That fixes any dropouts, fixes everything actually. Then I cut those open for more ports and more breathing, so I'll be covered. Yeah, so you get someone's damaged Logitech crap, and it's always that. Or it won't work. Or it's run off the runner. So you open it up, you fix the rack, you tighten the rack, tighten all the screws, you put bolts up through it. You'll use some lithium grease. I use, let's see which works like dynamite, white lithium grease. So that's, spray that along in the bearings. I don't know if you can see them now, but along the runner in there and in the main bearing. So I'll put the shell back on, but it's in the main bearing there. You can see the wires I'm running through for the wheel, which is this wire here. So don't worry about the shit show. Don't worry about it because I won't. That's the actual bit out of the wheel, the board. I've wired an extra couple of switches into it so I can use those in a wheel. So again, this is all hard rubbish. Don't pay nothing. You get someone's junk and you fix it. It's always this bloody Hall effect sensor or the runner. And it drops out. They think it's broken. So you put it together. Okay. You wire it all out the front. Do what you like. Then I'll just get a hard rubbish single-seater couch. You can see the frame there. Sit it on some tower speakers. Oh God, what a bloody mess. Sit on the tower speakers. In between the tower speakers, you just pop some subbies in. So subwoofer. That gives the pedal height, the right pedal height. You get someone's, and this is all hard rubbish. You see it every time. You see towers, you see seats. You see someone's desk chair on the swivel. You rip the swivel off it because they're them cool race chairs everyone buys and go to junk. They always end up in hard rubbish because the casters and everything bloody fall off. So you get that. Take the casters off. Take the pole off. Sit in the back of the seat facing the wrong way. Wedge it in there. Again, no sticky tape. Oh, sorry, it's lots of sticky tape. No screws, nails required. You just jam it in there. Right, back of the seat frame. That there's just a metal plate, but you can use anything. Used to have a board going across anyway for the back of the seat. And yeah, off you go. You just build yourself show you want, shape you want. I've cut it all open, obviously. Was working. Yeah, obviously. So I'm just rebuilding it. So I'm putting in obviously let's race button. I'll end up putting starter motor, wipers, alternator. Or it can be whatever you want, really. Pit limiter. That'll sit there. That's why I've ripped all the guts off it here. That was chockers. Look at all the came out of it. So yeah, you don't have to spend money on these things. You just do a later at a time, right? So what I'll be doing is I'll be using an old esky. Everything just fits, you know. You just make sure it fits, and then you use that. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is or what it's meant to do, you know. You just use it for what you need it for. You just find, like a jigsaw, you just find what you need. Well, in my case, I just stock up shitloads of bits. Anything I see, I think any clips or springs or screws or anything I think I need, I'll use. You know, I'll grab. So I'm a hoarder. But yep. So I'll sit that on there. She'll be secured in, chocked in. Again, I don't like using screws, so I just literally, you know, tape in some blocks inside and out, so they'll be rigid. I'll grab me quick shift and I'm screwed parts and a bit of mod wood. I'll jam that in there. I've just got to cut a little bit of timber out of there, out of the hole. I'll just make it up as I go. Because I want it to feel more like a V8 supercar. That'll sit there. That's exactly the right height. There, and the right placement. Boom, boom. I'll get my wheel. I'll end up, I better watch my wires there. I'll end up jamming that on. Something like, I better redo the wiring actually. You know, I'll jam that on. Momentary switches. Push to torque. Pit limiter, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. So that's how that'll go. And then I'll probably put my button box more than V8 supercar. I'll probably build a facing tower like that. Perhaps. It's a few designs. So that's how I'll go about that. I've got to tuck this in a bit more. That away. That's just so that when I can bump wrist, you know, bump it downshift, boom, with my wrist. It's a bit far away at the moment. Because I like to copy people like SVG, legends like that. Pretend I'm good. You watch the best. You just act like them. I'm a good actor. Not very good though. Alright, so yeah, that'll go in a bit. Now I can quick shift, boom, boom. Downshift, boom, boom. That'll be nice and rigid there. So I'll be able to, let's see. I'll be able to put my alternator. Probably, I'd say I'd do that. Maybe. Yeah. Alternator. Ignition. I'll put lights in it, obviously. And obviously this will all be upholstered and look correct. Well, when I say upholstered, I mean like a rally car or V8 supercar, so bare minimum. But I don't want anything to reflect, so that'll all be able to have the image projected onto it. Yeah, so hopefully I should be able to brum, brum, brum. Off we go. Off into the next door neighbours. So, yeah, there you go, movers and shakers. I'll just let you give you a quick look, and when it's built, people sort of go, nah, you know, it's this part, it's that part. And they sort of find it hard to believe that it's literally every little bit of it's hard rubbish and scrap, you know. But it is. It is. I just do it a layer at a time. Rip it apart, try something else, do something better, layer. And get a new idea, start again. It's all good. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that you don't have to spend a ton of money. Next video, I suppose you'll get to see the image back. Hopefully I'll have an extra projector so I can get me side image here, you know, me doors and walls. Instead of, check this out. This is how cheap I am, right? You could buy like cheap GoPro second hand, $10 probably. Probably give them one off a friend, you know. But no, you use your work hard hat. Bit of Velcro. I've got some acrylics. I do some acrylic manufacturing. So I've got a bit of acrylic, bent that. So it's the shape of the phone. This phone sits in there, clips in, and that's my GoPro. Backwards work helmet. Not many cheaper than me, mate. So I haven't spent a thing on this bloody thing. I did. I bought some speaker wire. That was to run to the all the subbies and everything like that. Yeah. So next time you'll see a clean room and a Rumble and V8. Don't be gold pick still in there, but it is. So yeah, people spending a lot of money on these bloody things, and I just can't bear to do it, you know. So there you go, moves and show that ghost. So there you go. That's how you turn junk into something more fun.